Have you ever had to smile through heartbreak? Cook breakfast while feeling like the world is collapsing inside your chest? Or sing lullabies at night while your mind races at 1,000 miles an hour? Welcome to Bipolar Talks, where we hold space for real stories and honest conversations about living with bipolar disorder. Today's episode dives into a deeply emotional and often overlooked reality: parenting with bipolar. What it's like. What does it really mean to be a parent while living with bipolar disorder? In this episode of Bipolar Talks, we explore the emotional highs, crushing lows, and everything in between, from mania-fueled decisions to the guilt of depressive episodes. Whether you're a parent yourself, love someone who is, or are just curious about the intersection of mental health and parenthood, this conversation is a raw and mindful deep dive into what it's like to raise a child while managing bipolar 1 or 2. In this episode, what it's really like to parent with bipolar, how mania and depression affect family life, the guilt, fear, and strength behind the scenes, how children are impacted, and how to support them. Real stories from bipolar moms and dads, tools, tips, and support systems that help. This is not just about mental health. It's about love. It's about fear. It's about strength that often goes unseen. Before we begin, take a deep breath. Mindfully arrive here with us in this moment. Let's listen with compassion for ourselves and for others. And of course, if this topic matters to you or someone you love, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this episode. It truly helps others find the support they need. Parenting is hard. Parenting with bipolar disorder is a daily tightrope walk across two emotional universes. One day you're making pancakes with joy and creative energy. The next, you're curled under the covers, unable to get up, guilt pooling in your chest as your child calls your name. A mother living with bipolar, I put it like this: sometimes I feel like I'm two different moms. One is supermom, full of ideas, energy, fun. The other, she's quiet, tired, numb, but my child still needs me every single day. It's not about being dramatic. It's about navigating something very real. The highs can lift you into inspired parenting until they go too high. The lows can silence even your desire to engage. And through it all, your child watches, feels, and depends on you. One of the deepest wounds parents with bipolar carry is fear. Fear of emotionally harming their child during a mood swing. Fear that their child will inherit the illness. Fear of being seen as unfit or dangerous. Fear of not being enough no matter how hard they try. This fear isn't always logical, but it's heavy. It whispers at night, in the silence after tantrums, during the stillness of a depressive episode. But let's be clear, having bipolar disorder does not make you a bad parent. What matters most is awareness, effort, and a strong support system. Mania isn't always obvious to outsiders. To some, it might look like productivity or extra enthusiasm, but inside a household, mania can be overwhelming, especially for a child who needs consistency and calm. One parent shared, "During one manic phase, I bought my daughter an entire bedroom set on impulse. She didn't need it. She didn't want it. But I felt this intense rush, like I was doing something amazing for her." Other manic behaviors include taking children on spontaneous high-risk trips, overstimulating them with activities, rapid-fire conversations that confuse young minds, becoming emotionally unavailable even while physically present. The worst part? Often the realization comes later, after the damage, however small or large, is done. If mania is an overwhelming force, depression is a silent thief. It steals your ability to be playful, patient, even present. One father with bipolar 2 shared, "There were days I couldn't get off the couch. I'd watch my son playing and feel like a failure because I wasn't engaging. I was right there, but emotionally I was a ghost." Depression doesn't mean you don't love your child. It means your brain is sick. And yet, the guilt of emotional absence can dig deeper than the depression itself. Parenting with bipolar isn't something you do alone, and you shouldn't have to. Support is oxygen. Whether it's a partner, parent, sibling, therapist, or friend, you need a circle around you. Some helpful structures include a trusted adult who can step in during an episode, family therapy or couples counseling, parenting coaches who understand mental health, routine mental health check-ins, emergency planning for when moods shift quickly. My husband and I have a signal. If I start pacing, talking too fast, or getting too big in my plans, he gently holds my hand and asks, "Have you taken your meds today?" It's our lifeline. This isn't about control. It's about partnership and parenting as a team. Ironically, children often become both the reason we break and the reason we heal. Their eyes reflect what we can't always see in ourselves. Their needs pull us out of our internal storms. Their unconditional love helps us remember our worth. One mother said, "When I was depressed, my 6-year-old would put his arms around me and say, 'You don't have to smile, Mommy. I love you anyway.' That healed me in ways therapy never could." Can I be a good parent with bipolar? This is the question that haunts so many. Yes, absolutely yes. But it requires dedication to treatment, self-awareness, and support. Keys to stable parenting with bipolar: sticking to a treatment plan, knowing your early warning signs, being honest with your child in age-appropriate ways, having a backup plan for crisis days, not pretending everything is fine, but showing your child how to face struggles with courage. Parenting isn't about being perfect. It's about being real and doing the hard work of showing up even when it's hard. Children of bipolar parents often experience confusion. Why is Mommy happy today and sad tomorrow? Guilt. Did I do something wrong? Fear. What's going to happen next? Responsibility. I have to take care of them. That's why open communication is vital. Children should never feel responsible for a parent's mental health. Creating safe conversations, along with involving therapists and child psychologists, can help children process what they experience and grow resilient rather than burdened. For too long, parents with bipolar disorder have been shamed, silenced, or scrutinized. It's time to change the story. Bipolar does not make someone dangerous. Bipolar does not make someone incapable of love. Bipolar does not cancel out the good in a parent. In fact, many parents with bipolar develop deep empathy, emotional intelligence, and creativity, all of which are incredible assets to their children. At the heart of parenting with bipolar is a love that is raw, brave, and often invisible to the outside world. It's found in the moments when a parent gets out of bed despite everything inside them saying no. It's in the apology after a bad day. It's in the therapy sessions, the pills taken on time, the willingness to keep trying again and again. You are not broken. You are not a failure. You are a parent doing your best under extraordinary circumstances. Thank you so much for being with us here at Bipolar Talks. If today's episode resonated with you, or if you know a parent who needs to hear this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this podcast. You never know whose life you might impact. And remember, this YouTube video is for informational purposes only. Please consult a licensed mental health professional for diagnosis, treatment, or support tailored to your situation. Until next time, be kind, be present, and stay mindful.